What's up, people? I'm done with credit cards. And I'm not trying to be a hater on the game, but I'm not going to lie. I just feel like it just ain't worth it to me anymore. I don't know. Let me tell you a little bit about some things I've been feeling recently, okay? Just a couple of things. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Yes. Let's talk about it. So I was just reading on Reddit, just chilling, kicking it back in my apartment, just like usual in isolation. And I read this one Reddit article talking about, is anyone else tired of the credit card game? And I was like, dang, dude, I kind of feel that too. And so I scrolled through everything and I just wanted to see what everyone was saying. And they're all like, yeah, bro, that ain't worth it for freaking 0.5x back additional on top of your 10 or 12 credit cards. I mean, at some point, you're going to get to a spot in your life where you're like, I think I'm fully satisfied with my credit card strategy. Tell me about it. That's how I feel right now. I have gone through so many parts of the credit card game. I've tried so many different things, lots of different strategies, lots of different videos and ideas, and I've just kind of realized at some point, we got to move on. Now, I'm not going to be canceling everything, okay? Listen, I'm already weird enough when I make all these weird videos talking about the downfall of Western society and stuff like that. But listen, my interests have changed. Yes, I know. Weird, right? Now, instead of just clicking that fat, juicy unsubscribe button right below, you could just hang out and listen to my thoughts. I have some more. Now, if you got a lot of credit cards, right? You already got your setup figured out. You got your redemptions figured out. You got everything that you like already working for you. First of all, congratulations. That's super nice. A lot of people don't have 10 credit cards, but here it's all normal. I don't know why, but we are weird. Now, if you were to get your 11th credit card, and let's just say you're a cash back guy, so you got all your 5%ers, they're all across the board. Let's say you were to get another 5% card and your next category were to be entertainment. And maybe you go to the movies once or twice a month and you want to get 5x back on that. Well, my friend, you're not going to be making a ton of money back. Yes, it's probably going to be $5, something like that. Because if you're only going to the movies a couple times a month, dude, just leave it on a 2x back card. The headache ain't worth it. I am tired of managing all these credit cards. And I'm telling you, there's a reason. Let me get into it. Now, when you got a ton of credit cards all the way across the board, you got Citi, you got Capital One, you got Discover, you got this, you got that. Oh boy, guess what happens there? Not only are you just spreading yourself thin across all these point ecosystems, basically collecting pennies because you can't combine them all into one and buy that business class flight, but you are spreading your personal information all across the deep web. And let me tell you, it's not necessarily a bad thing to put your social security number into some random forum to apply for a credit card. But when you do it enough, it's inevitable something will go wrong. And I'm not trying to say that it's going to go wrong for you, but it went wrong for me multiple times. Now, I'm not trying to be a massive hater on this entire situation, but as someone who works in the technology industry, I got to inform you on how your data is managed. Well, it's mismanaged. That's the thing. When you put all your sensitive information out there to multiple different people that might know what they're doing, you're going to eventually run into problems, just like I did. Somebody applied for a credit card in my name. Unfortunately, I don't know how or where they got my information, but I have not dealt with any of these issues until I started going after lots of credit cards. And it wasn't even just that. Someone applied for a Macy's credit card. Yes, it was a Macy's credit card. It's annoying, I get it. Not a big deal. They wipe it right clean. You just got to call Experian, be like, yo, that ain't me. And they just got rid of the hard inquiry. They got rid of everything. It was fine. But right before that, I had another thing happen. Right before that, it was not good. I had over $1,000 of random charges on my Chase Sapphire Reserve, and the next day, another $1,000 on my Venture X. Oh boy, I don't know how that happened. Now, honestly, you might be like, well, you're a YouTuber. You might have your information online and all that, but dude, I cover it up. I used to show my numbers, not like that, but I used to put tape over them, and I would still show deactivated cards, blah, blah, blah. It's not really possible that you could steal the numbers when they're on the screen, honestly, because I'm not that dumb. I don't know. Maybe I am. But it's weird because how the heck am I going to get like $2,000 worth of charges at Target.com literally the same day on two of my credit cards, not just one, from the same exact thing, Look, like straight up, bro. Target.com, same exact amount, same exact day, on the Venture X, on the Chase Sapphire Reserve, like about $1,000 each. Like, what the frick, dude? That's freaking, like, what the Sigma? Oh, why do you have to do that? I just don't like that. I don't like putting my information out there that much because there's risks for that. I never dealt with any of these problems before I went out for all these credit cards. I had a Freedom Unlimited. My life was fine, and I was just, all good. You know what I mean? But let's just say that you're, I don't know, a secure guy. Maybe I'm insecure. I don't know. But let's just say, that's so funny actually. It doesn't really stop there. I got lots of other reasons. One of them is overspending. Yeah, dude, credit cards are there so you kind of spend a little bit more easily. I've just been finding myself personally, and it might not be you. Dude, you're fine. You might be perfectly fine. That's cool. I actually think, I respect that. If you could control your spending like all the way, sick. But for me personally, I'd rather not buy stuff. I just discovered this buy nothing group. And I'm able to get everything for kind of free. Bro, I got this free Apple Watch. I literally got it. It's cracked a little bit, but honestly, it's pretty fresh. And like, I don't need to go out and buy stuff. I don't want to overconsume and buy more things. And I feel like when I'm chasing after a sub, dude, I'm definitely leaning towards I'll just buy it on Amazon kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got to hit that $6,000 minimum spend requirement on the Chase Inc. It's just not okay. It's not okay to do that. And everyone talks about, hey, don't do that. Don't change your spending habits. Don't change your spending habits. It's this big, huge thing that we all talk about. But honestly, I find it's a subconscious mistake that you're making. It's not I'm just going to go out there and, like, most people don't do that. They're not going to go out there and buy something. Most people don't do that. They will subconsciously be like, I talked about this in a whole video. Why credit cards cause overspending. That was a good video, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. So basically, if you're getting a burrito and you are chasing a sub and you want guac, you might just be the one to go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm getting a sub. I'm just going to get guac. It's not a big deal. That ain't good, bro. That ain't good. If you want to treat it the same exact way as cash, okay? You can't be doing that. So that's another important reason. Plus, I mean, I'm not going to lie. You just get in and out of things, right? You've probably been into something. Like you get into like woodworking or something and you build like a cutting board, or maybe you make a custom. Oh, fuck. It's okay to just be interested in other things in life. Like, I get it, dude. Credit cards were once this super exciting, awesome, fun thing that you thought you could get a bunch of value from. And you did. You went out there and you got that business class flight. You went out there and you got all those free flights across the United States, and you got some free Hyatt hotels. And it was nice. You freaking enjoyed your time. You had a great vacation, or 3 or 4 or 5. Some of them you might have not taken, but you were able to see the world and enjoy yourself, maybe with people you loved, maybe with people you didn't really love. But the whole point of this is, if you just get into it a little too hard, you might kind of destroy yourself or run yourself into the ground. It ain't worth it at some point. And honestly, I feel like you got to find this happy middle ground. And I think I've kind of found it. I'm not going to go out and cancel everything and just ruin my entire credit and ruin my life like that. I'm not going to be the Mr. Dramatic, I'm going to cancel the Amex Gold now and then I'm going to keep it kind of guy anymore. And so honestly, I've just kind of found myself this wonderful crossroad. And I feel like, yeah, I might be leaving the game. But I just know when I get on that Emirates business class flight I'm taking later this year, I might have to get back in. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe. I'm going to be talking about whatever I want on this channel. Probably some credit cards, probably some other stuff. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but if you want to follow the ride, join and subscribe. Take it easy. Bye.